1.1 million cars, 8 generations, one stubborn silhouette that refuses to bend to fashion. From a name change forced by a French letter to lap records on every continent, this is the little Stuttgart runabout that became the benchmark every sports car still measures itself against. How did a Beetle cousin turn into the king of cool? We're going back to 1963. 1. Birth of the 901 Porsche needed a successor to its beloved 3F56, something faster, more refined, and undeniably more comfortable. So Ferry Porsche's son, Ferdinand Alexander Butzi Porsche, took up the pen. His vision? A sleek fastback that somehow managed to retain the familiar, often challenging, rear-engine layout. Why stick with it? Well, it was a layout Porsche knew intimately, it kept production costs down, and it left the car's nose delightfully empty, perfect for luggage, a surprisingly practical consideration for a burgeoning sports car. When the prototype finally broke cover at the Frankfurt Motor Show in 1963, it proudly wore 901 on its deck lid. But this grand unveiling was quickly followed by an unexpected telegram, a rather terse message from Peugeot, asserting their ownership of every three-digit car name with a 0 in the middle. Overnight, with a characteristic blend of pragmatism and ingenuity, Porsche simply added 10 to every digit, and just like that, the 911 was born. The first production car rolled off the line in 1964, a true revelation. It boasted a 2-liter flat-six engine, air-cooled, pumping out a respectable 130 horsepower. And here's the kicker. Its price shrewdly undercut a Jaguar E-Type, making serious performance more attainable. Journalists raved about the surge of torque, the raw, visceral feel, and the distinctive way the nose would lighten on liftoff, a quirk that became part of its charm. Owners, meanwhile, championed its surprisingly practical +2 child seats, allowing them to justify their new toy as a family car. This wasn't just a track weapon, it was a car you could genuinely live with. Within a year, its competitive spirit was already unleashed, with Porsche rallying it fiercely in the treacherous snows of the Monte Carlo. The 911's fundamental DNA was indelibly set: rear engine, air-cooled, everyday usable, and motorsport ready right from the start. It was a bold statement, a car designed to defy convention and conquer expectations. 2. Classic 911 and the G-Series. As the swinging 60s progressed, the 911 matured, its engines growing in displacement, churning out ever more power. Safety became a key concern, leading to the introduction of the iconic 911 Targa with its distinctive roll bar, a clever solution for open-top motoring that offered crucial occupant protection. Then in 1973, Porsche unveiled what many still consider the quintessential classic, the jaw-dropping Carrera RS 2.7. With its wider arches, lighter body, and that unmistakable ducktail spoiler, it was a textbook example of form following function, a design masterpiece born from aerodynamic necessity. This wasn't just a car, it was a statement, a pure distillation of Porsche's racing philosophy. But change was on the horizon. By 1973, the G-Series arrived, fundamentally reshaped by stringent new U.S. crash regulations. The most noticeable change? Those prominent impact bumpers, designed to absorb low-speed collisions. For any other car, this might have meant added weight and blunted performance. But this was Porsche. Their engineers, true to form, meticulously shaved weight from every other conceivable part of the car, demonstrating an obsessive attention to detail. The result? The G-Series actually got quicker. It was a testament to their unwavering commitment to performance. Sales didn't just climb, they tripled. The 911 had evolved into something truly unique. The first sports car you could comfortably commute in at 6 a.m., then, without so much as opening a toolbox, take to the track and race at 6 p.m. It blurred the lines between daily driver and serious performance machine, proving that a car could be both thrilling and utterly dependable. This adaptability, this dual nature, cemented its place in automotive history. It wasn't just a fast car. It was a reliable, versatile, and utterly compelling companion for both the road and the race circuit. 3. Turbo, the angry arrival. Then came 1975, and with it, a seismic shift in the 911's personality. This was the year the 930 Turbo landed, and it was nothing short of a revelation, an angry, exhilarating beast. Porsche engineers strapped a giant single turbocharger to the flat-six engine, a technological marvel for its time. The experience? A delicate dance with turbo lag. You'd put your foot down, wait a beat, and then, at around 3,000 RPM, the turbo would finally spool up, unleashing a torrent of power that would send the rear tires screaming for traction. This wasn't a gentle push, it was a violent shove, an explosion of speed that earned it the affectionate, if slightly terrifying nickname, the Widowmaker. To keep this newfound power in check mostly, the 930 Turbo sported its infamous whale tail spoiler. This wasn't just for show, it was a vital piece of aerodynamic kit designed to generate downforce and prevent the car's tail from swapping ends in a spectacular and often irreversible fashion. The 930 Turbo was, for a time, the fastest production car in Germany, a machine scarier than any 911 had any right to be. Yet, it wasn't just about raw speed. It cemented the idea that the 911 could embody both exhilarating excess and pinpoint precision. Suddenly, every bedroom wall needed a poster of this wide-bodied, winged monster. It wasn't just a car, it was an icon, a symbol of automotive audacity and engineering bravado. The Turbo didn't just add power, it added a legend, forever altering the perception of what a 911 could be. 4. 964 and 9993, last of the air-cooled. By 1989, the 911 was ready for a significant evolution, and it arrived in the form of the 964. This wasn't just a facelift, it was a comprehensive modernization. For the first time, the 911 embraced power steering, anti-lock brakes, ABS, and, perhaps most controversially for the purists, all-wheel drive. Where did this revolutionary AWD system come from? Straight from the legendary 959, Porsche's technological tour de force that had conquered the grueling Paris-Dakar rally not once, but twice, in 1986 and 1984. Purists, as expected, moaned about the loss of perceived purity, the added complexity, but the stopwatches didn't lie. The 964 was faster, safer, and far more capable, proving that progress, even for a sacred icon, was inevitable and often beneficial. Just 5 years later, in 1994, Porsche delivered what many consider the ultimate iteration of the air-cooled era, the 993. This car wasn't just a refinement, it was a love letter to the outgoing technology. It closed the air-cooled chapter with a flourish, featuring advanced engineering like twin spark heads for improved combustion, and on models like the GT2, variable geometry turbochargers that drastically reduced lag. But beyond the engineering, there was the aesthetics. The 993's silhouette was, and remains, so utterly beautiful, so perfectly proportioned, that Porsche still uses its flowing lines on corporate stationery. It's a timeless design, a testament to the fact that some things simply achieve perfection. Today, the market reflects this reverence. A decent 993 Carrera often costs more than a brand new 911. It's a clear case of supply meeting nostalgia, a powerful blend of limited availability and an enduring emotional connection to what many see as the last true, traditional 911. The 993 isn't just a car, it's a piece of automotive art, a highly coveted collector's item that represents the pinnacle of an era. 5. 996. Water, water everywhere. The turn of the millennium brought with it a stark reality for the 911. Emissions regulations were tightening, noise standards were becoming more stringent, and the need for more efficient, higher-revving four-valve cylinder heads was undeniable. These forces inexorably spelled the end for the beloved air-cooled engine. In 1998, the 996 arrived, ushering in a new water-cooled era for the Flat Six. This was a monumental shift, a departure from a core tenet of the 911's identity. But the engine wasn't the only talking point. The 996 also introduced those distinctive fried egg headlights, a design choice that still divides rooms and sparks heated debates among enthusiasts. Furthermore, Porsche's accountants, in a bid to streamline production and cut costs, forced the sharing of numerous parts with the smaller, more affordable Boxster. Critics pounced, deriding it as the budget 911, questioning its purity and its right to wear the hallowed badge. Was this truly still a 911? Then, as if to answer every detractor, the GT3 showed up. This wasn't just a faster 996. It was a track-focused weapon, a raw, uncompromising machine that lapped the Nürburgring Nordschleife quicker than even the legendary 959. Suddenly, quietly, the debate shifted. It wasn't about whether it was still a 911. It became, how did they make it this fast for half the price of a Ferrari? The 996 GT3 proved that while the cooling method had changed, the 911's spirit of performance and engineering brilliance remained fiercely intact. It was a powerful vindication, a clear statement that innovation, even when controversial, could still lead to unparalleled greatness. 6. 997, the comeback kid. After the polarizing 996, Porsche knew it needed to bring the 911 back to its aesthetic roots, and in 2004, the 997 delivered. It was a triumphant return to form, heralded by the welcome reappearance of round headlights, a simple yet profoundly significant design cue that instantly reconnected the car to its heritage. The interior quality, often a point of contention in the 996, was dramatically elevated, finally matching the premium price tag. This felt like a proper, luxurious sports car once more. Technologically, the 997 was a leap forward. It introduced the groundbreaking Porsche Doppelkupplung (PDK) gearbox, a dual-clutch transmission so lightning-fast and seamless that it allowed drivers to shift gears quicker than even a seasoned racing driver like Michael Schumacher could blink. This wasn't just about speed, it was about accessibility, allowing more drivers to extract maximum performance. The 997 generation also produced some truly monstrous machines, none more so than the 997 GT2 RS. This road-legal beast clocked an obscene lap time of 7 minutes 18 seconds around the Nordschleife, a time that put hypercars to shame and cemented its reputation as one of the fastest production cars ever made. Porsche, sensing the renewed fervor, sold every single one they could build. The 997 proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that the 911 could be both immensely profitable and, once again, the undisputed poster-worthy king of the sports car world. It was a resounding success, a powerful affirmation of the 911's enduring appeal and Porsche's ability to listen to its loyal fan base. 991 and 992, tech overload. As the 21st century marched on, the 911 continued its relentless evolution, embracing technology like never before. The 991 generation, launched in 2011, brought with it a longer wheelbase for improved stability, an aluminum-intensive body for significant weight savings, and, controversially for some, turbochargers across almost every Carrera model, a move that brought immense power and efficiency but altered the traditional, naturally aspirated character. It also introduced rear-wheel steering, a sophisticated system that allowed a 1.9-ton daily driver to out-corner race cars from just a decade earlier. The 991 GT3 RS, a track monster, screamed to an astonishing 9,000 RPM, inhaling air through a roof scoop that looked like it was pilfered directly from a legendary 935 endurance racer. Then came the 992, launched in 2019, pushing the boundaries even further. It added even more width, giving it an aggressive, planted stance, and introduced a hybrid-assisted 8-speed PDK gearbox, hinting at the electrified future. The 9992 Turbo S, a technological marvel, hits 60 mph in a mind-bending 2.6 seconds, a figure quicker than even the mighty Bugatti Veyron. It's a demonstration of how far the 911 has come, yet how steadfastly it holds to its core mission. Somewhere, in a quiet corner of Stuttgart, the original Beetle, its distant ancestor, must be smiling, proud of what its quirky, rear-engined progeny has become. 7. The 991 and 992 aren't just fast cars, they're rolling showcases of cutting-edge automotive engineering, constantly redefining what's possible in a sports car while retaining that unmistakable 911 feel. If you're enjoying this deep dive into Stuttgart's finest, do us a favor and tap that like button. No algorithm can resist a good air-cooled love story. And hit subscribe so you don't miss our next petrol-fueled documentary. 8. Motorsport royalty. The Porsche 911 isn't just a car. It's a motorsport legend, a name synonymous with victory across every conceivable discipline. From its earliest days, battling through the snows of the Monte Carlo Rally in 1965, where it immediately showcased its durability and unexpected prowess, the 911 has proven its mettle. It went on to secure multiple Monte Carlo victories in the late 60s and 70s, cementing its reputation in the rally world. Though Porsche eventually shifted its primary focus from rallying to circuit racing, recognizing the 911's size made it less ideal for increasingly tight rally stages, its early rally success was foundational. In GT racing, the 911 truly reigned supreme throughout the 1970s. Models like the Carrera RS 2.7 and its more aggressive RSR variants routinely outmaneuvered formidable rivals such as the Ferrari Daytona and Chevrolet Corvette. But it was the 935, a Group 5 production-based racer derived from the 911, that etched its name into the annals of motorsport history. With its distinctive flat nose and massive rear wing, the 935 became one of the most successful racing cars ever conceived, racking up an incredible 42 World Championship events and an astonishing 70 IMSA races. Its crowning glory came in 1979, when it secured an overall victory at the prestigious 24 Hours of Le Mans, an incredible feat for a car based on a road-going model. While the 911's motorsport involvement saw a slight dip in the 1980s, Porsche continued to innovate, particularly with the Dakar rally-winning 959, which shared its all-wheel drive DNA with later 911s. The 1990s saw a resurgence, with the creation of the Porsche Super Cup, a fiercely competitive one-make series, and the development of extreme GT racing variants like the 911 GT2. Then, in a bold move, Porsche developed the 911 GT1 specifically to compete against supercars like the McLaren F1, even if it shared only a conceptual link with the road-going 911. The GT1 delivered another Le Mans overall victory in 1998, further cementing the 911's enduring racing pedigree. Whether it's the grueling Daytona 24 Hours, the perilous Targa Florio, the dizzying heights of Pikes Peak, or the punishing terrains of the Dakar Rally, pick almost any major motorsport event, and you'll likely find a 911 on the winner's sheet. Today, the legacy continues, with more than 20 911s lining up every weekend in the Porsche Super Cup, the fastest one-make series on Earth. The mantra holds true: racing improves the breed, and this breed, unequivocally, keeps racing, pushing the boundaries of performance and proving its dominance time and again. 9. Culture icon. The Porsche 911 has long transcended its role as mere transportation. It's a bona fide cultural icon. Think about it. Steve McQueen, the king of cool himself, famously chased through the French countryside in a 911 in the opening scenes of Le Mans. The iconic Martini racing stripes, instantly recognizable, became synonymous with the 911's racing prowess. And today, it's not uncommon to see YouTubers daily driving high-performance GT3s through the bustling streets of London, showcasing its surprising usability even in urban environments. The 911 has become a canvas for creativity and personal expression. Companies like Singer Vehicle Design meticulously backdate modern 911s, transforming them into exquisitely crafted, bespoke machines that blend classic aesthetics with contemporary performance. RWB, Rauchwelt Begriff, on the other hand, takes a dramatically different approach, fitting them with aggressive, wide overfenders that give them an unmistakable, almost menacing presence. Artists have even cast its timeless form in solid marble, elevating it from a car to a piece of sculpture. The 911 is no longer just a car. It's a symbol, a statement, a reflection of passion and individuality. It's a brand in itself, inspiring art, design, music, and fashion collaborations that extend far beyond the automotive world. Yet through all these interpretations and reinventions, that unmistakable silhouette remains largely the same. It's like a universal 911 emoji, a symbol the entire world instantly recognizes and agrees upon, a testament to its enduring design brilliance and its profound cultural impact. 10. Why it still matters. Through 6 decades of relentless evolution, the Porsche 911 has faced every curveball the automotive world could throw at it. Oil crises that threatened to halt sports car production, it powered through. Ever-tightening safety regulations, it adapted. The notorious turbo lag of early forced induction, it mastered it. The shift from air-cooled simplicity to water-pumped complexity, it embraced it. The modern demands for particulate filters and environmental consciousness, it innovated. And through it all, the core philosophy remains steadfast. The engine is still defiantly aft of the rear axle, a layout many deemed impractical, yet one that provides its unique driving character. The tachometer still proudly dominates the dash, a clear nod to its performance intentions. And that ignition key still goes to the left of the steering wheel, a small, quirky tradition that connects every driver to its Le Mans racing heritage. That stubborn consistency, that unwavering adherence to its fundamental principles, is precisely what allows old and new generations of 911s to shake hands, metaphorically, in the same parking lot. Your neighbor's gleaming new 992 Turbo, with all its digital wizardry and mind-bending speed, can trace its birth certificate directly back to a humble 1964 901, and crucially, both will reliably start on a cold morning, ready for whatever the day brings. Try that with a cassette Walkman, a piece of technology from a similar era that's long since become obsolete. The 911 isn't just a survivor, it's a thriving, evolving legend, a testament to continuous improvement without ever sacrificing its soul. It's why, after all these years, it still matters so profoundly. Send-off question. From a modest 130 horsepower to over 700, from the raw simplicity of air cooling to the sophisticated efficiency of water, from analog dials to curved OLEDs, the 911 keeps reinventing itself without ever truly becoming something else. It's a testament to a singular vision, a relentless pursuit of perfection that honors its past while embracing its future. Which generation for you truly nails it? Is it the air-cooled purity, the raw, angry turbo madness, or the tech-laden rocket ships of today? Drop your pick below, and let's keep this 6-decade conversation running.